Thank you very much. Distinguished guests, esteemed delegates, I see many students at the back. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor to be here at the NXT or Next Summit in New Delhi. It is my first time in New Delhi, and it's been wonderful. And I would like to begin by expressing my sincere gratitude to the organizers for the kind invitation and the opportunity to contribute to this very important conversation. I have been asked to reflect on the theme, Next in Education, Building Institutions that Outlive Us. In particular, to consider how philanthropy can serve as a powerful catalyst for transforming education, not merely through charitable giving, but by enabling institutions to drive meaningful and lasting systems change. Standing here in India, I am reminded of the deep and long-standing connections between your country, India, and mine, Malaysia, particularly in the sphere of education. Both our countries share the imprint of the British colonial education system, which introduced many of the institutional structures that continue to shape our schools and universities today, from the development of curricula, administrative frameworks, and the idea of education as a vehicle for social mobility and nation building. In Malaysia, this connection was also made tangible through people. During the colonial period and well into the early years of independence, teachers from India played an important role in educating generations of Malaysians. We are grateful that many traveled from home to serve in schools across the country, bringing with them a deep commitment to learning and scholarship. Their contributions helped lay the foundations of an education system that continues to evolve today. In many ways, this shared history reminds us that the institutions we build are rarely the work of a single generation. They are shaped by the dedication, vision, and sacrifice of those who came before us. Educators, reformers, and communities who believe deeply in the transformative power of education. And it is precisely this idea that sits at the heart of our discussion today. How can we build institutions that endure beyond our lifetimes, and how philanthropy can play a critical role in enabling education systems not just to grow, but to transform in ways that will benefit future generations. First, the obvious is we need to invest in education, where we build the human foundations of prosperity and peace. And next, we fortify our institutions, animate our economies with innovation, and from there, we nourish our societies with hope and possibilities. Through all this, we must also be aware of the transformations unfolding in the higher education sector. Scholars predict the rise of University 5.0, a digital, borderless, translocal university which views the world as a single learning community and shifts its purpose towards societal impact, sustainability, and value co-creation. This is not a distant dream. We have gone through 4 transformations, and my university specifically is all geared up to be University of the Fifth Age. So we are definitely sailing towards this next step of development. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning, please allow me to focus on 5 areas. Firstly, education as a tool for nation building. Second, private capital and philanthropy equals public good. And here I will bring in the example of the Jeffrey Chia Foundation, which owns and governs all our Sunway institutions. Thirdly, nurturing global citizens rooted in Asian values. And fourthly, a bit on what we do at Sunway. And last but not least, what all this means for Asia and all of us. Firstly, education, a tool for nation building. Nation building begins with people building. Universities do far more than confer degrees. We equip the next generation of professionals with the knowledge and skills for meaningful careers and lifelong learning. We drive scientific research, generating new knowledge and technologies to address society's hardest problems. In this, we must seek to preserve, or rather, we must seek to serve our communities through outreach and public service, acting as hubs for social and intellectual life. But the task before us is broader still. Universities are also drivers of economic and social prosperity, catalysts for social change, and centers of innovation and culture. When we succeed, our graduates do more than just find jobs. They create jobs. They do more than adapt to change. They lead change, and they do more than hope for a better society, because they will build the societies. The next phase of higher education places societal impact at the center. That is sustainability, which we have been hearing this morning, equity, and value co-creation for the global good. In this vision, nation building is not a zero-sum competition, but a collaborative pursuit of shared prosperity. This is the path to institutions which endure because they are constantly reviewing and renewing their relevance to society. Consider the arc of a first-generation university student. When we remove barriers and open doors, a single scholarship can transform a family's trajectory, lifting siblings, cousins, neighborhoods. Multiply that by thousands, and we are no longer speaking about individual advancement, rather the pathways of national progress, carrying opportunity to every part of society. At the Sunway Education Group, where I serve, we emphasize on being a campus with a conscience. That is our tagline, a reminder that the heart of education is the human potential, and that our obligation extends beyond classrooms out into the communities that we serve. In an era marked by volatility and change, universities must stand as moral beacons, embodying ethical leadership, upholding truth, fostering a sense of belonging, and creating learning environments where individuals and communities can truly thrive. When we do this well, we shape more than capable professionals. We nurture citizens, men and women